Hey everyone, we have Joe here with us who just earned his bachelor's degree in 4 months. And I get it, that sounds impossible. It sounds crazy, but yes, a real 4 year degree in 4 months. And Joe is here to share his story with us. And our goal is to kind of teach you how he did this. And hopefully you can go get a degree really, really quickly as well. Joe, thank you for being here to share your story and welcome to the channel.
Absolutely. How you doing, Ryan?
I am doing great. Can we just start? Like, let's just dive into the deep end. You were like me, a college dropout from when you were younger. You dropped out, then you came back, got your degree in 4 months. Can you just kind of give us an overview? Tell us your kind of education story because you're standing in the same shoes that, I mean, a lot of us, like I said, myself, dropped out as well, became adults, got jobs, started working, and gave up on college. Can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Sure. So kind of the 10,000 foot view is, right out of high school, I was young, went to community college. It was hard to work and do that and hang out with friends and be an adult and be responsible. And I wasn't. I liked the college life a little bit too much. So I was, doing the young person thing. And it just like going to class was hard. And so I didn't and I just stopped because I wasn't able to do it. So long story, fast forward, hey, what? This is something I need to go back and do. I should have been an adult at 20, but we're not always, responsible at that age. And so I decided to go back and I was determined to say, I'm going to do it this time and nothing's going to hold me back. And I did.
That's fantastic. Tell us what school you went to and why you ended up choosing that school.
Yeah. So for me, I went to WGU and I chose that school because their business degree was something that I was interested in. So one, they had the degree I wanted. Secondarily, I chose WGO because it was self-paced. I went and looked at reviews and talked to folks. I even looked at some alumni stories, say, does this degree actually matter? So I looked at that and I found stories of people that had gone into careers and were successful in their careers after going there. And that's really what drove my decision to go there.
For those listening, Joe's talking about self-paced college degrees, and that's a big key to what we're talking about here. A degree in 4 months, you can't go take 4 years of classrooms and textbooks and assignments and cram all that same amount of work and same amount of time into 4 months. It's impossible, right? Self-paced degrees is kind of the name of the game here. So you can self-study, learn what you need to learn, and test out of classes. Joe, you have both experiences like me. Traditional cycle, lectures, textbooks, homework assignments, quizzes, study guides, lesson plans, traditional structure. And then you have this new self-paced, self-study structure. Tell us about the differences between the two. And I'm assuming you prefer the self-paced after graduating in 4 months. But what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, absolutely the latter, right? Go learn what you need to learn, what's important to you and to the school. So do what you want to do. What are you going to study for? And that was huge. Like I didn't need to say, here, go sit through, like you say, all these lectures and all these quizzes and do all this stuff that doesn't, necessarily pertain to what you're doing. Just go learn it, have some self input, have some self determination and drive, and make it your own. Own what you're going to learn and go learn it. And so that's what I liked, and it meant more to me to go learn it on my own and be able to say, you know what, I was able to take this whole class and learn everything I needed to in this amount of time and be competent in it. All right, go pass an exam. So for me, lectures, it never did me any good to listen to someone talk. So to be able to go in and find a way that worked in some of my classes that for me were, reading the material, listening to the instructor, the cohorts, talking to other students, that was huge for me. That really helped me stay engaged and learn what I need to learn.
Absolutely. Self-study, if we can just figure out what we need to learn, we can go learn anything. We have the whole internet at our disposal. We have YouTube, we have AI. Like the tools we have to learn are so much better than old school open up a textbook. And the fact that a lot of schools are not keeping up with kind of this new way of doing things is really sad. Fortunately, we as students can kind of take matters into our own hands and we can apply kind of a new day study approach to these college programs. Western Governors University, fully self-paced, and their bachelor's degrees, they you essentially pay a flat rate fee for a 6-month term. And Joe, you went and did it in 4 months. So you literally paid for 1 semester of college and walked away with a bachelor's degree. I'm sure that financial savings was a huge deal as well.
It was amazing. I think, what I paid for that time frame at WGU is worth its weight in gold, literally worth its weight in gold.
Flat rate tuition, that's what we're talking about. You pay for how long it takes instead of per credit. Now
Yeah, and so I didn't mean to cut you off, Ryan.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
For me, I was like, "Okay, I paid this flat rate. I have this amount of time to do it. How much can I actually accomplish in that time frame? Can I do this?" And I asked myself that question, "Can I do this?" And when you start and you get into it and you realize, "Hey, I did a class. This was good. I kinda figuring out how this works. I like the structure here." Then you pick up pace. You pick up momentum. You're like, "Okay, I did 2. Now I can do 3. Now I can do, whatever I can do in that." And for me, that was a great confidence builder to know that I'm not gonna have to go spend, 40, 50, $60,000 on something that I can literally do in this shorter amount of time. It's just more valuable than you could ever.
Absolutely. Now, Joe, a lot of people watching this are thinking like, "Oh, speed, money savings, this is amazing, but I work full time and I have a family and my life is really busy. Like, it is impossible to take this much school, cram it into this time with my current life." I know you worked full time through the whole degree and you have a family. What was that like? And obviously it's doable because you did it, but can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. For me, it obviously, yes, it's doable. I did it, but being focused, say, okay, I'm working, and then this is the time where I'm not working, and having a good family dynamic and relationship, with your family, talking to my spouse, I need this time. Okay, kids, I need this time. But being focused enough to do it, because it's easy to, get distracted or, throw on the baseball game or the basketball game and go watch it and be like, "Oh, that was 2 hours gone." So for me, being focused and attentive and saying, "I have this time, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna set it aside, and this is what I'm gonna do." And so for me, I was able to do that. I was able to be focused and say, "This is the time I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna use it for the things I need to use it for."
Let's talk about time a little bit more. Time efficiency. So traditional schooling, they're talking, okay, you're in school, in class for 40 hours a week plus 20 hours a week of homework. So 60 hours a week is a full-time student, and you do that for 4 years. So a lot of times people will be like, well, 4 month, 5 months, 6 months, 7 month, 8 month degree, how do you take that many hours and cram it into that amount of time? And the answer is it doesn't take that many hours. Do you mind if I ask Joe, like, what was your schedule like? Like, how much time were you actually spending on school?
Yeah, when I was on it, I would say, about 4, maybe 5 hours a day total, learning what I needed to learn and, and studying, what I needed. And I know it's different for everybody, but there were some classes because I happened to be in the industry already that I got my degree in. I didn't need to do that. I was able to realize that my work experience and life experience helped me. So I didn't need to, spend as much time. And then there were other courses where, "Hey, I'm really struggling picking this up, so I better put some more time in it." And I did. And those classes, on average, it was about 6 hours a day of time, whether that was actually studying at a computer or having like the cohorts playing in the background while I was doing something else. Or for me, one thing I did was, turn my stuff into audio so I could listen to audio while I was driving and be able to listen to the instructor while I was driving. So that's how I did it.
Taking advantage of those work time hours
Yeah.
and learning at the same time is a big deal.
Yeah.
So you're not fitting 60 hours a week of school into your schedule. It's more 20 to 30 hours a week, but you just walked away with a degree in 4 months. So
Yeah.
those thinking like, "Man, the degree must be easy." No, it's not easy. Like it's hard work, Joe. You busted your tail for 4 months straight, and I'm sure you're tired.
Yeah.
But if you take a step back and think, that's really hard for 4 months, and then you have the degree for the rest of your life, like, that's life changing, right?
Yeah, that's fantastic to be able to go back and say, you know, I did this. And for folks that say, "Oh, that's crazy. There's no way." Well, do your research, do your own research. Take ownership for yourself and look into it and research it and see that it can be done. Don't take my word for it. Look at it yourself and look at, people like me and people like you, Ryan, that have done it and say, "Hey, if there's enough folks that are doing this, then I can too." Just take ownership of it and have that goal and do it, right? And that's the biggest thing is being focused, and that's where I wasn't when I was first out of school. I wasn't focused. Now, hey, I paid for this. It means something to me. I'm gonna be focused because I can do it. Um, and I will say 46-year-old brain doesn't work the same as 25-year-old brain, so it was harder in some ways. But the reward is different with it.
For sure. Adult student, um, like for me, I don't have the sharpness I had with school stuff, but I am a lot better at being efficient and getting straight to the point and weeding out stuff that I don't need and like just tunnel vision to that end result and being like, hey, I can skip this, I can skip this, I can skip this, but I have to learn this. So let's go and do it. And I imagine, was that similar for you?
It was very similar. Like, I would get into a class and I would open it up and see what it was about, and the first thing I did was email my course instructor and email my mentor. "Hey, please tell me everything that I need to know that is pertinent for this class to, be sufficient to take care of the OA, the final exam." And they did that, right? They would give me a list of, "Hey, here's what we need you to focus on. Here's where you should look." And sometimes that was very broad, and then other times it was very narrow, and that helped me really be able to kind of focus in on what I needed to. And I found that all my instructors were very helpful with, they want to help you. They want you to succeed in your programs.
I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people think like, Ryan, you're talking about self-studying for a degree. Like, I can't go get a degree all by myself. Like, I don't know how to do this. There is tons of support and you have as much help as you need, but you also don't have to use the stuff that you don't need.
Correct.
Um, a lot of people see my videos and they're skeptical. They think like there's no way you can learn 4 years of school in this very short amount of time. Like, my education was better because it took me longer, right? Since you've tried both ways, and I know you lost those credits that you earned from your first college attempt, I did too. You've learned both ways. Talk about the educational aspect, like what actually like the experience you actually take away from the degree. Did you prefer one over the other when we're talking education?
Yeah, education-wise, I learned more on the self-paced way than I did in a traditional school. I had to really focus and the exams at WGU, they're not easy. It's not a fluff exam, right? Like, you would go in and take the exam and learn the material, and they wanted to know a certain answer because they want you to make sure you know what you need to know. And so by doing that self-pace and being in there and learning what I need to learn, it was helpful. So as opposed to here's a syllabus, here's what we're going to talk through for the next 6 weeks, yada yada yada. Here's your lectures, here's all this thing, and moving through those different things and trying to pick everything up. Now I could truly focus in on what is the goal of what I want to do and be very focused on what I need to learn and the knowledge that I need to retain. And it's not like you just go learn something and you don't know it. At WGU, like I say, those exams were difficult. You had to know. It wasn't, hey, ABC, fill in a bubble, you might get lucky. No, I need to know this material. And knowing that going in and taking the exams and going through that process, it helped me be a better student. It really did. It helped me really focus on learning what I need to learn and finding out how does that work for me so I can retain the information. I'm a better student now at 46 than I was at 25, period.
I 100% agree with you. And for anyone watching, I know it doesn't make any sense. I get it. We're so used to that traditional cycle of learning that learning outside of that cycle feels foreign and it feels weird. But you're right. If you have two students and one student goes through the cycle that the school gives, and the other student figures out what they need to learn and they go and learn it, the one that like takes initiative of their own learning walks away retaining more information. It's really crazy how that works, but it's totally true. It's pretty interesting. Let me ask you this, Joe. What's your family think? I know you got a spouse and you got kids. What are their thoughts about your recent accomplishment?
So my older children that are, going to school and doing the way that they wanna do it are like, "No way, you didn't do that." I'm like, "Yes, I did. I can prove it to you here," right? So they're excited, and I hope that gets them to thinking of, "Hey, maybe I can do that too," and I want them to be able to get that jump start in their life. Don't wait 20 years like I did. Son, go you could do it this way, and you could be ahead of the game. And my wife is like, "Get on you. You set your mind to something, you did it. I know it was hard. I know you made some sacrifices, but you did it." And she's just super proud that, there was a goal on there, and I went back and I finally did it because my wife and I have been together many years. And so for me to make that goal and do it and achieve it, she's very happy that I was able to do that.
That's fantastic, Joe. I'm super happy for you. Are you gonna keep going? You think you're gonna go do your master's degree now?
I definitely want to do that. I know for me, the timing is a little bit, difficult right now with some work things that I have going on and some of my work schedule. But yes, I definitely plan on going back and, doing my master's for sure.
It's hard, like, once you see that finish line so far in the distance and then it comes so quickly, it's hard to not be like, "Oh, let's look at the next one and see if we can do even more and qualify for even better jobs and add more to the resume," which is pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
And when you look at that next hurdle, that hurdle between bachelor's and master's, depending on what you do in your career, for me and what I've chosen to do, it's not that far of a hurdle. Like to me, it would be an easier distance to close to get the master's than it was to get my bachelor's, if that makes sense.
For sure. What I wanna do, Joe, is I wanna give some advice to students who are wondering if they can do this, and then I would like you to do the same. Give your advice to students that might be thinking about getting quick degrees. My advice is take your education into your own hands, and that makes all the difference. Universities are businesses, and the traditional 4-year cycle is that way because that is the structure that maximizes profit for the business of the university, right? That doesn't mean it's most efficient for us as students. If we take initiative and take things into our own hands, we can go really quick and we can save a lot of money in the meantime. So, my thoughts to anyone watching are you if you're like, "Man, my career would be so much better if I just had this bachelor's degree or master's degree." It can happen really fast. That's my thoughts to people. Joe, do you have any thoughts to people that are thinking, "Man, can I do this?" Or "What is this all about?" Or people that are maybe skeptical?
Yeah, the first step literally was the hardest, right? The first step to say, "I'm going to do this," and saying, "Okay, I committed. I'm doing it." Because as you go along, it gets easier and easier and easier for you as far as what you want to do. So, take the first step. Just do it. Get off the fence. Make up your mind. Secondly, once your mind is made up, and you're going to do it. Give it 100% of everything you have, and you'll be surprised at how successful you can be. That's my biggest advice.
Love it, and seriously amazing. You've taken your own advice and proved it to the world, so good job, Joe. Anyone who's like, "Okay, maybe I do wanna learn more about this," I'm gonna leave some links down below in the video description. Number 1 is a tutorial where I walk you through the three-step process of how to do this, and number 2 is a link to my program, which Joe went through himself and was very successful with. If you want my help doing this, those links will be down below. Joe, any closing words from you?
Just go get it done, folks. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it, and you'll be amazed at yourself.
100% agree. If I could do it, anyone could do it. I'm an average IQ person. It's just one of those things where a different approach makes all the difference in the world. Thanks everyone for joining, and thank you, Joe, for being here with us.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good one, everyone. Talk to you in the next video.